Now this is a case of recurrent urinary tract infection. As a child was very studious, always wanted to be first. However, the exams would come, it would be very tough for the parents to manage the child. She would get very much sick and there would be constant vomiting and nausea. And this is a real case. In our clinic, this child had come and this child would, the exams would be the worst thing for the nightmare for the parents because the child would not eat anything, would be very anxious, and anything would eat, she would just vomit and vomit and vomit. With this, she also had urinary tract infection. Now, this is a very long case, but one of the most key in symptom I have shared with you. Now, how will you understand this aspect? Mind, fear of exam, Devaki says. Devaki. Sunday says fear, anxiety. Okay. What is? What is happening here? Very good. Anticipatory fear, very good, Nancy Malik. Dr. Rajeshwari says anxiety performance, very good. Fear of exams. Nimisha Joshi says fear, anticipatory exams from Mukta says vomiting, nausea, mental exertion from Bhagya says anxiety, anticipatory. Jelsimi and Murtanjali says Rajeshwari psychosomatic. They say fear of not coming first. Okay, good. So yes, few of very nice. Someone said about anticipation, right? Nimisha said anticipation. Bhagya said anticipation. Very good. Ailments from Taslim says ailments from anticipation. Angel says anticipation. So these, yes, exactly. So there is an anticipation anxiety. This is very clear. Now we have to find the concomitant of it. What is the concomitant of anticipatory anxiety? The concomitant is vomiting. So if you find this two together, the remedy will be very close. So when you look at here, you have anticipation exams, which most of you have shared, right? Out of this, if you are able to find a concomitant as vomiting, that would be the bang on. So when you look at stomach in complete repertoire, you have stomach vomiting anticipation from, and the remedy is carcinosis. And when we understood the entire case, she was very fastidious, keeping everything in proper place, neat and clean. All she wanted was to get first. She did not want a single mistake to happen from her side. That was the reason she would get so anxious. And she improved very, very nicely on carcinosis. So this was entry into the case. It was not the only symptom of the case, but it was the entry into the case. This symptom becomes important. Why? Because there are two aspects. One is the state of mind, and the other is the effect, concordance, concomitant. So when you have two things together, it is almost very close to a remedy, right? So those single rubrics we have to use very cautiously. So she improved very nicely on carcinosis.